Welcome. Sorry, I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome to D2 TV Open Mic. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Tell you this. Respect to C Viper 23, Rim Rock TV. Respect to y'all, my brothers. I hope everybody doing great this Friday Eve. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Why is there no outrage? Why there's always double standards? See, like a double standard when it comes to an older man and a younger woman. You hear all these people with them outcry about the older men with these younger women. And about the man they ain't doing nothing but grooming them and saying that he's not doing nothing but robbing the cradle. There's some people saying, "Oh, did you?" But there ain't no but in it. You always hear that. You hear that. It always an outcry when a man's doing something that some women don't like. Even if some of the men, you hear the outcry about that. But you know what? What outcry you barely hear? You barely hear the outcry about why are these older cougar women not being held accountable for grooming themselves? I'll let y'all think about it for a minute. Respect to anybody that comes to the chat. Respect to everybody that's gonna be watching the replay. Why in the world is there no uproar about that? We don't hear nothing about that, do we? These older cougars think they still are trying to get their groove back with these younger men and grooming them. Right? So you want somebody younger and groom him, I'm gonna say, or groom her in this day and age. For what? You might have a daughter or son his or her age, lady. How would you feel about that if that's your daughter or son with an older woman? How would you feel? Would you feel the same way if that was a man? If that was your daughter with an older man, how would you feel? Now, let's flip it. What if that's your son with an older woman? Would you feel the same way, ladies and gentlemen? Would you feel the same way? Would you be the uproar about that if that was a young man with an older cougar? Would you be in an uproar? But I don't think I don't think people had the same smoke when a woman's doing the same thing a man doing. With the younger people, grooming the younger people. I don't think nobody had the same smoke for that. I might be wrong. But do they still have the same kind of smoke? What's the difference? An older man, a cougar, an older man with a young female, grooming a young female, an older woman with a young man, grooming a young man. What's the difference besides the sex of that person? What's the difference? I think it's no different when a man grooms a young woman, then there's no difference between that and a woman that groomed a young man. Yeah, the young man might say, "Oh, I bagged an older woman," He might get a pat on the back. But that young girl that with that older man don't get a pat on the back. What you doing with the old man? She must be with him just because he got the money. She might be with him just because that young man might be with him, with her, with that older woman because he gets something. She paying him just like the old man is paying that young woman. But how do you feel, people? How do you feel about an older woman and a younger man together? Is that right? Or is that wrong? Or you indifferent about it? But we don't hear about the older woman with the younger man, do we? It ain't that same kind of smoke. It's not that same kind of smoke for that, is it? Ain't no say that's not the same kind of smoke for that person. That's not the same kind of smoke that a person that a person gives to an older man. We want to call him all types of names. We want to call him all types of names, don't we? Respect, bros. We want to call the man all kinds of things. Want to call him pedo. We want to call him. We want to say he robbing the cradle. We want to say that he's grooming her. We want to say that he can't get a woman his age. But do we have the same smoke for that older woman that got a younger man? Is that a double standard there? Nobody want to have that smoke for that younger, older man, do we? That older woman that's got that younger man. Nobody want that, do they? They just want. You don't hear about that. You do not hear about that. See, ain't no telling what nobody doing tonight. It's almost 12 o'clock. Ain't no telling what nobody doing tonight. And they're gonna catch you on replay. I'm making some people mad tonight. That's all I want to do, make them mad. Make them think. Do y'all have the same kind of outrage for the one with a younger man like y'all do with an older man with a younger woman? Do y'all still have that same kind of outrage? Let's see. Y'all call her a child predator. Y'all can say she robbed the cradle. Y'all still say, oh, she's still that young man's youth. Y'all say the same thing about that woman y'all say about the man. They both doing the same thing, getting younger people. What can they find the people that age? Why? It's funny how everybody want to dog out the man for doing that with got a young female, but nobody want to call out the women that got a young man that's still a little wet behind his ears. They don't know what really going on. See, I can say this about both of them. They got them younger people to make them feel young again. That's what it is. They got that young woman, they got that young man to make them feel young again. And I'm telling you something else. They go for both of them. They can't handle a real man, a real woman. That's why they go after these young men and young women. Cause think about it. Why is she still single at that age? Why is she still single? Anybody answer? Anybody can answer the question. Why is she still single at that age? that she can't get a man her age to deal with her. I tell you what it is. Some women that is a cougar is stuck in her ways, and she wants somebody to mold into that person that she want them to be. She go rob the cradle. She go rob the cradle. She probably has some children that guy age. Like y'all say, hey, he might have a daughter that girl age. But y'all don't have the smoke for her. But y'all have all the smoke for the man. See, I'm bringing the smoke to the woman that going stealing the young man innocence. Stealing the young man innocent. That's what y'all doing. These troopers out here stealing the man innocent. Guess what? She letting her drive a car, sleeping in her bed, doing everything to keep this young man happy. But when it comes to uh, a man her age, why you couldn't keep him happy just the same way you doing this young man? You threw the hook out there with all this bait on it and hooked him. Guess what? Nobody could tell him nothing because he with an older woman that paid for just about everything. What can you, just like y'all want to ask a question about the older man and the young woman, what can that what do the two have in common? Same question go for that cougar and that young man. What do they have in common to be together? What do they have in common? What do they have in common? I wait. Ain't nothing they have in common to be together. Yeah, I know I say love comes in all different forms. You can't help who you fall in love with. The question is, just like I said, oh, he must have been watching her. Oh, she must have been watching him. Been having her eyes on him this whole time when from when he was small till he got older. I know nobody want to hear this. I know nobody want to hear this. But y'all know I'm right. It's a double standard. It's just like everything else. It's a double standard. Men are supposed to have feelings. That's something we want to call a man sassy because he expresses his opinion. He can't get an opinion. He can't disagree with a woman in a relationship. He's supposed to just think logic all the time. Nope, that don't work. Why is that a double standard when it comes to calling out women with these younger men for trying to groom them? Why is that? Why is it always seems like everybody want to jump on the bandwagon because they want to how should I put it? Want to be in an in crowd. Why is that? I want to know. Can anybody tell me? Anybody at all? There ain't no smoke for the older women. If should all the blame be on the older women, or should some of the blame be on that young man? Hmm. Is that the same question we asked about the older man and the younger woman? No, all the smoke before ain't no question about that young woman being with a older man. Oh, that probably just she just wants some company with him. Go get your man your age and spend the rest of your life with instead of trying to take from these young people that who hasn't even really begun life. But nobody want to talk about that, about a female doing it. Yeah, they true. It don't matter. It don't matter who you love. You can't help who you fall in love with. You sure an older woman and a younger man fell in love? Because if you say that, you can say that about an older man and a woman. Oh, the older man loved the younger woman, the young one loved the older man. Yeah, I'm telling you, the young man that called himself in love with the older woman and the older one in love with the younger man, he is getting something out of that. Just like the young woman with the older man, she's getting something out of that too. But nobody won't talk about that. See, that's why I'm breaking it up. Why are they not held accountable? Why are they not held accountable for plucking, robbing the cradle per se of the young men? And right now, I'm calling them out on their BS. Why are you with this older? Why are you with this younger 20-something-year-old man and you 40 and 50-something years old? Or 60-something or older? Why? What can that young man bring to the table that another man your age cannot? Oh, oh, he can get up and have sex with you? He can last a little longer? Maybe. But that's an older man that can last longer than him and can go more than one round. See, I look at both of them situations with older man and a woman, and a younger and an older woman and a young man as the same. You can't find. You don't want to. You don't want to try to find them out of your age, because you know some of them won't. Some men and women won't put up with that BS. So you go get a younger person and try to groom them into the person that you want. That you want. Let that sink in for a bit. When are we going to hold them Cougars accountable for going after these young men? When are we going to hold these Cougars accountable for grooming? When are we going to hold these Cougars accountable for their actions? Who's going to bring a smoke to them? Who's going to bring a smoke to them? Who's going to bring the smoke to them? If you actually watching this from the bushes in the chat, do we supposed to hold the man that grooming a young woman and the woman that's grooming a young man? Do we supposed to hold one? Let me ask this question: Should both of them? Should they be treated different? Should they be? Should both of them be held accountable? Put it one in the chat. If you don't think the man and the older man and the younger woman or the older woman and the younger man are two different scenarios, are two different things. Respect together. See, I don't see no difference in that action. I don't see no difference in that because both of them one are the same. Because if they can get a man or woman they age, they would have been did it. But yet they can't handle no woman man, a real woman or man their age. So that's why they go out and try to get a younger woman or younger man to fit their needs. They groom into the person that they want that person to be, that they want that person to be for themselves. Yeah, everybody gonna say, yeah, the young man and young woman, hey, they probably sued them. They getting somebody a deal. Yeah, what if that was your child with an older with an older woman, and she got a she got a son or daughter your son age? What would you say? What would you do? Would you be happy? Would you hold her accountable for stealing your son's youth? Like you'll hold a man accountable for taking your son, taking your daughter youth and innocence? I think that's a double standard because you don't hear nobody want to say nothing about it. Everybody want to be quiet about it. Why we want to be quiet about it? It's just like, oh, they want to call out these men for raping these children. Want to call out these women. Want to call out these men for sex trafficking these women. But guess what? I got some news flash for you. Guess who helping? Women, older women. Purposing, buy him a PlayStation, buy him a car, and all that stuff to keep him happy so he can do what she want him to do. Who has a problem with it? Respect Tony Williams. Who got a problem with it? Who on this panel or in the chat will call out a cougar for messing with a younger woman? I'm calling them out now. Same thing I do with an older man with a younger woman. I don't think it's right. I don't think there's no difference in the situation except the genders of that older person. I don't think there's no difference. If you think there's a difference because between that man and that woman get a younger person, y'all are fools. Y'all are idiots. Y'all are stupid. Yes, I said it. Oh, he just getting his job on. Yeah. From a man's point of view, a young man and an older woman, he bagged that woman, that older woman. Oh, he got game. But little did you know, she bagged him. And he don't know what the hell finna happen, do he? Go ahead, Armando.
What's going on, bro? What's going on? Salute to the chat. Salute everybody. Appreciate you coming out, supporting my bro D Truth. Salute everybody. Let me break this thing down. Both are wrong. An older man going after or choosing to only date younger women. I think that is immoral. Is in most states it's not illegal, but it's immoral. And I think vice versa with a woman choosing to date young men, 17, 18-year-old, I think that's immoral also. Now the reason, the reason. Let's look at the men. Men do it, older men do it in somewhere around the age of, let's say, between 35 and maybe 45. I say 35 to maybe 50, early 50s. Okay. You have a lot of men, every man goes through a midlife crisis. Okay. But some snap out of it a little sooner than others. Some will go through it maybe for like a year or two, and then they snap out of it. You have men that go through the midlife crisis and it lasts maybe like 10 to 15 years because they can't let go of the fact that they're getting older. They are afraid to date women that's their age or a little older because it will remind them that they are getting older. So they want something with a little bit more excitement. They want to hold on to that excitement. And what is exciting is a younger female. Younger female is, they're a little bit more bolder. They take more chances. They'll do things that an older woman won't do. and that excites, an older man. So that's usually the reason why an older man would target younger women. Now, with the cougars is different. Okay, it's a control issue because a lot of women are control freaks. A lot of women, they want to and be in control of this and be in control of that, and they don't really get their way with a man that's their age or on their level, financial status level. They don't tend to get their way because most of those men, they can have their pick of the litter. Most men that are high value men, high dollar value men in that top tier tax bracket, they can have their pick of the litter, and they have zero tolerance. They're not going to put up with the mouth. They're not going to put up with the attitude. So a lot of those women that are cougars, they know they have baggage. They they know they have a lot of baggage, so they'll go and date down. They'll date a guy that's not on their level financially, or definitely they'll date a guy that's younger than them. Because they can manipulate and control the situation more with a younger man, especially someone that's like in their late teens, like 17, 18, 19 years old. You could definitely control them because they look at you as an older person. You've been out here longer. So when you say something, when you make a statement, they're going to listen to you because they feel like, well, you're a seasoned, you have experience, so you know what you're talking about. They're going to assume that. Now, the cougars that have a fetish for younger men, those women, and just think about it now. Just think about it. Go back to even back in the old hood where we come from, and the older women that you knew of, that was dating down, dating younger guys. Those women usually were terrible parents. Those women are usually terrible mothers. They didn't have a good relationship with their daughters, and they failed at being a mother to their sons. So to make up for it, to them, it's like a second chance. Even though they're sleeping with the younger boy or whatever, the younger guy, still in their mind, they feel like it's a second chance. Because let's keep it on. Let's keep it real here. An older woman dating uh a kid, let's just say a kid that's 17, 18, 19 years old, she's a girlfriend slash mother. She's practically his mother also. So and those women that date down like that, they're very insecure. They have insecurity issues because a confident woman tend to date men that are on their level, age wise, definitely. A confident, strong woman is not gonna date a younger man. Now they may smash one, have a one night stand with him, or a brief affair, but to seriously date and even consider having a long term relationship with that young man, they have insecurity issues and they're damaged. Those women are usually damaged, insecurity issues. Done been through divorces, breakups, broke up with their baby daddies or whatever. They've had issues most of their lives, so they feel like this would be like starting over, or this would be a fresh start. So, is in their mind, it's like a second chance, but they're actually going to do damage to that young man. They're going to take away his innocence. Same thing about an older man dating a younger girl. You're taking away their innocence. They're not. 'Cause see, young men and women that age should be dating young men and women around their age. They should have that experience. I remember when I was like 17, 18, 19 years old. I only did, I mean, if I did deal with an older woman, it was a one time thing, one night or maybe a couple of times I smashed, but it wasn't no serious relationship. Anytime I got into a serious or anything close to a serious relationship, it was usually with a female that was my age. My age, or maybe 1 year younger, or maybe 2 years younger, but you know, that's kept it on my level when it came to actually getting serious and getting into a monogamous relationship.
I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna ask
Hmm.
this question. Why is society in our society today we want to hold a man accountable? People want to hold a man accountable for dating a young
Hmm.
woman, but there ain't no smoke for the older woman dating a younger man.
Society, society. It's just like, okay, women are held to, when it comes to sex, women are held to a higher standard than men. If you remember back in high school, man, if the word got around that a girl, a popular girl, was having sex with multiple guys, she would be considered a HOE, a 304. Her rep would be ruined. You know what I'm talking about? A rep would be ruined. Ruined.
That's fact.
But a guy, you know what I'm saying, can bang out the cheerleader, the majorette, the you know what I'm saying, the girl on the volleyball team, and he will be, man, he will be getting props all over the school. His rep, and not only that, not only will he be getting props from the guys, from the fellows, but the other females in the school would get curious and want to know what it is about him that all the girls want. So I mean, it's like that. It's society. It's society. So men are held to a higher standard when it comes to certain things, and when it comes to other things, women are held to a higher standard. But in this situation right here, it's easy for society to point the finger at men, to put men under the microscope, because it's inappropriate in the eyes of society. It's very inappropriate for an older man to take away a young girl's innocence.
And they
Where
don't.
if an older woman that's a cougar messes around with a younger man or younger boy or teenage boy, she's going through a little midlife crisis. She's trying to get her groove back, and you know, women, her girlfriends, is gonna be giving her high fives. They're gonna
Yep.
be giving her props. Oh, you got you some young meat.
But at the same, but at the
It's
same
crazy.
time, but at the same time, one bash the man for doing the same thing their friend doing. It's crazy. You right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up,
But
Tony?
you gotta also remember, man, us as men,
Good, bro.
and Tony has pointed this out, you know, us as men, we will hold each other accountable.
Yep.
If I'm doing something that's inappropriate, Tony Tony don't mind like pulling me over to say, "Hey, Armando, you don't need to do it like that. You don't need to do it like that." And you the same way. You'll pick up for, hey, Mondo, you need to, hey, it ain't like that. Well, females will not hold each other accountable. I'm gonna give you an example. If say if it's a group of female friends, all right,
Hmm.
one of them cheat on their husband, and they all have their little girl session. Okay, you know what her friends will tell her? Instead of getting on her ass and telling her you had no business cheating on that man, he was a good man, good husband to you, good provider. He put you in a home and everything. Instead of her friends getting on her ass telling her that, you know what they'll tell her? They'll tell her things that'll make her feel better. Like, well, he was providing, he was, bringing home the money, but he was neglecting you. He wasn't spending time with you,
Mm.
and try to convince her that it was her husband's fault, that she cheated on him.
Hmm.
Anytime, think about it now. What you're asking me is the same reason why if a man cheat on his wife, oh, he the worst person in the world. He a
Yep.
dog.
Yep.
He all kinds of dogs. But if a
Yep.
female get caught cheating on her husband, oh, he neglected her. Oh, he wasn't putting it down in the bedroom right.
He wasn't emotional there for.
He wasn't emotionally there for her. He was neglecting her. He was spending too much time at work. He chose his job over his wife, and that's why she had to go out there and get some new wood on the side. Get her a
Mm-hmm.
side dude.
Mm-hmm.
See,
See,
society.
yeah, society. What you got to say, Tony?
First, I want to say
Salute to
good
you.
evening. How y'all doing? Everybody all right?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
sir, man. Blessed to be
All right.
blessed, brother.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear it. Listen, man, y'all speaking facts, man. I was sitting back listening, man, and I was like, Cougars get a pass because Cougars get a pass because they are, to me, in my opinion, an elite club. You know what I'm saying? They are an elite club because women will cheat each other on until one of the girlfriends hook up with one of the husbands or boyfriends of one of their so-called female friends. Then there's some discernment going on. You know what I'm saying? Now we got some confusion in the midst because just because I put that out there, you weren't supposed to go and experiment with my man. You know what I'm saying? But that's another show for another time. But I think women get a pass because damn, if I say it, I'm gonna lose a lot of female friends.
Go ahead. Hey, look, hey, you
You
know
know what
what?
I'm saying? Be true, because
Yeah,
this is a real touchy subject because I didn't been on both ends of the spectrum of this. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I've
I'm
been
like,
approached
yeah.
and groomed by a cougar when I was younger, coming up. That's how I found out about sugar mamas. You know what I'm saying?
So
You know
she
what
will
I'm
back.
saying?
So she will bag you instead, huh?
Right, right. But it's the same thing.
Yep.
It's the same thing. But it's a catch 22 for the man because if a man do it, now he a pedophile, he all this here, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
why can't a woman be a pedophile too?
Which they are. Which I said
You know
they
what I'm
wanted
saying?
it.
She's
They
doing
wanted
the
the same.
same exact thing as the man doing, but he'll get run through the fire and she'll get held up to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's crazy as it seems. That's like Armando say. That's how society accepts all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just a societal thing. Because, like I say, I've been a sugar daddy. You know, I've been a sugar daddy, and I've been uh, abducted by cougars. You know what I'm saying? And both of them in both scenarios taught me some very serious messages and learning things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, especially in 2025 and moving on, I don't think women are ever gonna be held accountable for grooming. Cause like when Stella got her groove back, they celebrated that, but they didn't see all the repercussions of what was going on. Stella was an older woman dealing with a younger dude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But she got her groove back, and everybody celebrated that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Pump your brake. But when the old guy do that, now he's a pedophile, child molester, all that type of stuff.
Hmm.
I don't get it, man. I don't get
I
it.
don't see.
It
I
blows.
don't see. I don't see no difference. And like I said, there's some women. I know some women that I know will hold another woman accountable, so that we hold each other accountable. But yet, when we call out this double standards that we see, we're the bad guy. We're the bad guy in the situation.
Always.
But guess what that make them do? Someone gonna go take a look in the mirror, like, and in the back of their head they thinking, Damn, he right. They right. But yet, but y'all still doing the same thing. Might be a different time, might be a different day, different month, a different year, but y'all doing the same thing. There's some men out there doing the same thing, popping his homeboy up because he got a younger woman.
Yep. Yep.
What could that woman, what could that young lady do for you? What do y'all have in common? That's the same question I asked the Cougars. What do you and that younger man have in common? Nothing. Oh, y'all from the same hood? Oh, and
Because 9 times out of 10, it ain't about having nothing in common. It's about meeting a lustful need.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about.
Mm-hmm. And hooking them in and grooming them. Try to mold them into the person that you wanted all along anyway. But like Amano said, yeah, like you said, like I always been saying, there are women out there, just like men. I ain't said all of them. There's some women out there giving their sisters, they girlfriend a pat on the back. Like you said, until that her friend not only see with their husband or boyfriend. Oh wait, what did she go after his son, her friend's son? Now we got a problem, don't we?
Or her brother.
Yeah, younger brother. Oh, we got a problem now, don't we?
Because that's supposed to be hands-off material.
There you go. But yet when she was going after another young man, you didn't see no problem with it you didn't see no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
When it hits home, now you got a problem. Make a man, make a man.
And another thing I want to add too, cougars, women that get down like that, they travel in packs.
Oh yeah.
They are friends with other women that like to date younger men. And and I agree with you, Tony. They'll big up each other and not hold each other accountable because they all doing the same thing. Now, the problem is where the mess come in there is one of them other women that are attracted to young men, they may like try to, you know, may try to smash one of their friends young boyfriend. And that's when the fallout begins.
Hey, and the young, and one, especially if they got a young son too.
Yeah, or they'll try to smash one of their friends' son.
Now that's a problem, now ain't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's gonna be a problem. They're gonna be fighting.
Yeah,
They're gonna be
but it was,
fighting because
hey,
hands off on the son. They look, they'll sit there and they'll be like, yeah, girl, go and get you that young meat, go and get you that young wood. But when they target their son, oh, it's fight. It's time to fight.
hey, look, there ain't no problem on nobody killing them.
Oh no, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now all of a sudden it's taboo. You know, but it was fair game a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like I say, I guarantee all of us on this panel would agree, and people in the chat gonna agree, and people that watch the replay could agree. They both is a older man and a younger woman, and a cougar and a younger man is the same thing. Ain't no different but the genders. They ain't never different but the genders.
Facts. Because they both doing the same crime.
Yeah, I agree. They both doing the same thing. So it's, hey, you know, it's just like I said, is society doesn't hold people to the same standards.
You're right. And no account,
It-
hey, like you said, no accountability.
mhm.
That word again.
But the thing about it is, like I said, the problem is men. Well, I'm not saying all men hold each other accountable, but most men will hold. Most of us will hold each other accountable. Women will not do that. They don't hold each other accountable. They give each other a pass when they know their girlfriend is done messed up. When they know their friend, homegirl or sister or whoever, their female friend the female friend that's in their circle, when they know they mess them up, they would stick when they messed up. They still will not call them out. They still won't call them to the carpet. They still won't hold them accountable.
Yeah.
That's just how. I mean, that's another thing too. I think that's one of the main problems.
And then on the
Women
bring
don't
up,
hold each other accountable.
yeah, as soon as it hit their homegirl own backyard, now she want to try to hold her accountable.
Hmm.
Hey.
And vice versa. Vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. The older men dating a young female, you know, they homeboys will be, yeah, man, you should, man, hey, bro, okay. But if he start dating like one of his nieces or his
Water.
younger cousin or
Mhm.
younger sister or daughter, oh man,
Hmm.
shit, he'll be ready to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, he gonna
See,
go. He gonna go get his gun.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
But
all.
but not
Go ahead.
but not realizing he done just did the exact same thing to somebody else's niece or daughter. You know, auntie.
But like I
It's
said,
crazy,
Hmm.
man.
you're right.
Crazy.
Yeah, look, I guarantee you go anywhere on any kind of social media platform. I don't care it's on here, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I guarantee you not gonna find a lie about nobody calling out these women, but with the grooming the younger men. You ain't gonna see that.
See, look,
Only they divorce respect. I'm the only one. I guarantee you, I'm the only one probably call out these double standards between men and women. You know what I'm saying? I call them out, and I don't care because it is double standard when it comes to women and men. It's double
Yeah, it
standard.
is. It's just like with the Travis Hunter situation. You know, men were actually calling Travis out for being gullible and stuff. But the women were giving Leona, did I pronounce the name right? Leona, they was
Yeah,
giving her a pass.
yeah.
Talking about, oh, y'all bullying her. It's not your business. That's their business. You know, and that's a way of
That's a
that's
cop
another
out.
way of giving the
That's a
female
cop
a
out.
pass.
That's a
Yeah,
cop
it's a
out.
cop out.
See, when I did my live on that story, I called both of them out, didn't
Yeah, yeah. It's a couple of other content creators
I?
that
Yeah.
call him out. O'Shea call him out.
yeah,
Corey
yeah,
Holcomb, he called him out all the
yeah,
time. And
yeah.
Anton Daniels is a guy and Red Supreme.
The rest,
You know,
yeah,
they
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
most
Yes,
definitely.
sir.
Respect to you,
Salute,
caught you looking
salute to the
sexy.
panel. Salute.
Hold up,
Salute
Dave.
to you, Dave.
Respect to caught you
Hey,
looking
but
sexy on the chat. Go ahead, Dave.
yeah, just to piggyback on what y'all said, but you know, mine though we kind of raised like that, and it's kind of like because like check it out, like when you a kid and you'll ask your son, you got any girlfriends in school? He gonna say yeah, you know, or he might say yeah. You be like, all right, cool, you know, you might give him a high five or whatever. But you ask your daughter that, you asking her that being protective. You know, you got any boyfriends at school? You know, she gonna be like, no, I don't like boys. That's gonna be. So you it's kind of raised like kind of different. Like, so as you get older, if you a ladies man, you get high five, you get praise. Your uncles, your friends, your peers, everybody praise you. But for a woman, it's not praise. You understand what I'm saying? So as you get older and older, an older guy with a young girl, he damn near gonna get praise. So a older women with a younger dude, you know, it she gonna get praised probably by other women, but for me and she not gonna get praised because the way we was raised is gonna be like, damn. You
She'll
understand
get
what I'm
praise
saying?
from
Am I
her.
making sense?
She'll get praise from the women in her circle, Dave. But like the minute her and that young dude go to a 5-star restaurant, something like that, and it's just them two, and it's a bunch of other strange people that don't know them in the restaurant. or they're gonna get some funny looks, or the waiter or the waitress is gonna automatically assume that that's her son.
Right,
Right.
right, right,
Mhm.
right.
What about vice versa though?
The guy will tend to get props. Like you said, they'll give the older guy props because they'll be like, okay, even the women now, even the women will look at it and be like, okay, well, she nice looking young
They call
female.
it a trophy,
And
right?
he must be working with something. The women that's his age would be like, well, damn, he must be working with something. He must be here in the bedroom to pull that young chick.
Definitely.
So it's a double standard both ways.
I'm laughing at the chat. Culture Lucas, I think Together said, what did Together say? Let's see what Together said here. I'll read coming into the chat.
Together, I know that's why I always say most. I just go off of personal experience. You
Yeah,
know,
me too.
like that's what I go off of. The older men will get props for they'll get props from people within their circle and without their circle.
Mm-hmm.
Cougars, the older women dating young men or teenage boys or whatever, they'll get props from females within their circle, but they're gonna get some flack from women outside the circle. When women outside the circle look at them like, you desperate, you thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Mondo, you ain't had like when you was growing up. I had a couple cougars growing up. Shit, I
Man, hell
smashed,
yeah. I had one
but
pick me up from
but
school, bringing me
right
money.
there, but they didn't want everybody to know back then. You know what I mean? Mondo was like, they like, man, you can't tell them. You got to keep this on the low low. Everybody
Yep.
couldn't know back then. It wasn't like we was going out to no 5-star restaurants and shit or nothing like that. But I definitely was smashing older women and using their con shit when I was in high school. But it wasn't like everybody knew. You know what I mean?
Yep. And
Because my mama wasn't gonna go for that shit.
uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Mama
And
wasn't gonna go for
and
that
And nine time out of 10, bro, when you that age, it's gonna be somebody that your mother, somebody that's cool or in your mother's circle, or the neighbor across the street that's the Miss
yeah,
Parkers. Across
it was
it's gonna be somebody that has been knowing you for just like The Graduate,
shit. My
Miss Robert.
girlfriend mama.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Shit, it was my girlfriend mama was the first one. One of
yeah,
my
and
girlfriend mamas.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I noticed it. At first, like she was like 20 hugs, and I started giving the hugs. Then my daughter hugs started lasting a little too long. I'm like, damn. I'm like, am I tripping or is I'm like, and then after a while,
Yeah, man.
she said, "Come here, give me
I
a
know what you
hug."
mean, Dave.
She
I
gave
know
me
what
a
you
hug.
mean.
I grabbed that ass.
Yeah,
yep.
shit.
Yeah, so
Because when I was 19, and I actually moved up here, I went after the one that I said that I was crushing on when I was a kid. My mom's friend that used to keep me, that used to babysit me. I said when I was little, I told my mom, I told my mom, I said, look, when I get older, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get her. And she would laugh, thought it was cute, whatever. She thought I was playing. But when I got up here, and I got a chance to, because at first my mama didn't think it was serious, but man, please, we went out and I ain't come home the next morning. Man, my mama was mad as hell. Man, I wore her friend out. Cause I want to. I had been
yeah,
crushing on her for a long time. I
Making
was
sure the
19.
country.
She was 46.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Country Lucas said younger guys that she have come across were more mature than some older dudes. Hmm. Mature in what way?
Yeah, I was just finna
Well,
ask
it
him.
depends. It depends. It depends. Because you got some guys in their 40s and 50s, and we see on this app that are very, very childish.
Yep.
So if they run into one of them, if they run
that's
into
real
one of
child.
them, I can understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand it. Yeah,
Yeah.
respect time. But like I said, but a man does it. People want to people in the uproar, right? Want to call him
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of names and call him a pedo, but the woman do the same thing. She's a pedo. Society is messed up. Society is messed up. One does
When my
like a
girl came in, she heard me talking about grabbing ass. My bad, y'all.
yeah. She said that all could go.
My bad, bro.
Yeah. Country Lucas said that all could go after young men because they always come after her. Lord have mercy.
She must be bad. She must be bad. Yeah, hey man, they say, but hey, they say Boston got some bad women. I see she got that Celtics logo on her, so I'm gonna assume she's a Boston chick. And
Yeah.
them chicks from
All
Boston,
right,
they ain't
Mondo.
nice and shit. Huh?
How would you take it? Your son, let's just say he's 17. He
Mm-hmm.
bring a cool to the crib and say, this my baby. This my girl. I want to take her on prom and everything. How would you take it? What would you tell her?
Shit, that actually happened. I mean,
It
I
did.
just
She
what I
did.
told him,
Is she
what I
paying for
told
this
him
shit?
is what I told him is, hey, look, the one thing about I never caught block my son, but man, man, yeah, man, you don't never cop block your son, bro. Hey, man, let him
Hell
experience,
no.
bro. Hey, man, don't take that away from him, bro. I never took that away from him. But one thing I did tell him is make damn sure that she ain't nobody's wife. Make damn sure she ain't nobody's wife. Ask
Right,
questions, do your
right.
little investigation or whatever. I said, have your fun with them, but make sure they ain't nobody's wife. That was my biggest worry, Dave, with my son, because in the beginning, he had a little fetch for older females. And my biggest worry was that he was going to get caught up in some BS because it would be somebody's wife or somebody's, fiance or something like that.
Yeah. And another thing in both situations, people gotta be careful. Either a young man, a young woman, that some of the older men, even the cool, gotta be careful of.
Hmm.
They got them sons and daughters, right? Right around their age. Oh, they ain't gonna like it. They gonna want to start asking questions. Why you dating that that your that guy that 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 young man same age as me, and then you want to wind up trying to
Fella got a
marry,
groove back.
yeah, and want to wind up getting one down certain wind up want to try to marry him. He's my same age. I ain't calling him dad or stepdad. You feel what I'm saying? Now now that's a rift between the parent, that woman, and her children. You feel what I'm saying? So that right there, that's a dynamic.
Well, most of the time, if she ain't wait till she was older to start dating young niggas, she probably been dating young niggas the whole rip. And her kids probably know it. Like, who wait till they 50 to start dating in their teens or younger? You know what I mean? She probably been doing that shit the whole time. That's why she
So,
probably ain't got no.
so otherwise, you saying she probably was cheating on on her old man with a young man, huh? The whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yep, the pool boy, the damn,
Yeah,
yeah,
opportunity.
man. Her best friend's son. You
Right.
know
Don't
what I'm
know
saying?
about
The
Or
UPS
the
delivery
boy across
guy,
the street. Yeah.
teachers,
mailman. Shit.
teachers, tutors, all type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker wait till they.
That young boy that cut the grass in the summertime. He could be smashing them. You never know.
Basketball coaches, all type of shit.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
then also
Barbers.
yep. Then you see this right here. I said it for y'all came up telling that know how to say, oh, he must have been watching her ever since she was young. Couldn't wait till she get 18 or 19 years old.
Hell
Hey,
yeah, it's niggas.
hey, guess what? Them Freedom Kruger been doing the same damn thing.
Probably.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell you another thing that now I don't know about how it was up north, Dave and T, but I know down here in the South, if you was kicking it, this was back in high school. D2 would tell you, man, if you was kicking it with a chick that was like, okay, say like if you like my senior year, I was what 18 years old, and I was kicking it with this chick. She was 17. Okay, she was 17. I was 18. Her mother had her when she was like 14. So the mother was like in her early 30s. Bad as a motherfucker. Bad. Bruh. Usually in situations like that, if you smashing the daughter, because one thing about girls, they tell their mothers everything. Everything, bruh.
Oh,
So she would go back
correction.
bragging to
Yeah,
her mom.
women tell just about everything. Some women
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
everything.
but daughters, yeah, but daughters especially, they tell their mothers everything, every damn thing. So she going back bragging to her mom about how how I was laying the pipe down to her, and then hell, one day I come over there, and the daughter still in practice or the daughter wasn't there, and the mother was like, like she was choosing. So I went on here and and handle my business. Man, her ass on the couch and handle my business.
Hey, you did what an 18-year-old would do.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? Hey man, cause
yeah.
you know
When it's a situation like that, when it was a
right,
situation like that, bro, you
right.
gon' you gonna end up running through both of them. You
Hell
gonna
yeah.
end up running through both of
Cause man, at 18, I was thinking with that other head anyway. I
Man,
wasn't
what?
thinking with my brain. Shit, I was trying to smash at 18.
Man, I
Anything
had
that
no
was moving.
remorse. Back when I was young, a woman could cry a river. I did not care. Do you hear me? I was
Man,
harder back when I was 18 with the women, man. For real, for real. All the way damn near till I was 30. It took me a while to really settle down. And the crazy part about it, I'm a mama's boy and I got sisters and shit. I respect women, but shit, I don't know. You know how it is. That's how we was raised, though. Like I said, you was raised like that.
And you as you call cool, Tam said, "Oh, he called him Panther, but we call him Cougar." He said they unbelievable down here.
ain't nothing wrong with a panther. Panther,
That's why I
cougar,
was like
they all
that.
growl. You know what I'm saying? All of them growl. Here, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty.
But yeah, this
Yeah,
right
they
here,
pay like they wait.
yeah, hey, I know that's some when we're gonna go so female that doing that like, damn, they look at themselves as men. Damn, why he had to call me out like that? Damn, now they worry about the secret getting out.
They ain't worrying about no secret getting out because they don't get no
Yeah.
fuck. They don't get no fuck. They still gonna
Once
do
you get
them.
out, hey, look. The problem is once the secret got out, that means they can sweat the shit out
There
you. See,
you go.
before the
Yep.
secret out, they can't really sweat you. Once that secret get out and everybody know, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna really sweat the shit out these young niggas. Man, they don't want the secret to get out.
Mm. And just think, it's bad enough if a man put it down on a woman and you put it down on her so good, she already gonna stalk you, right? Because you don't put it down on her so good because you don't want her. Just imagine if a young buck put it down on a cougar like that, and he don't want her no more, get a girlfriend.
Ain't
Just
gonna be
think
able to
what's
get
gonna
rid
happen.
of. You're not
Yeah,
gonna be able to get
Nope.
rid of.
nope.
Nope.
That's what I'm gonna say.
They ain't even gonna be ready for
He
that
he
type of
he
shit.
he, he stuck with her for a
Mhm.
long time, a long time. And the thing about them cougars, they don't mind sharing. They don't give a damn. If he try to say, well, I'm dating this girl that's my age, and we trying to go to the next level and make it serious. Them cougars will be like, well, look, you still gonna come over here and hit this. Because I didn't
Hell yeah.
invested too much time. I didn't
They're
invested
gonna be
too
like,
much
no,
time
get
and
on
money
your
in
ass
you.
home.
Hell yeah.
I didn't put too much investment in you. So,
Hell
we gonna
yeah.
have to split this.
Hey,
Back home,
fellas,
bitch.
think about this. She
Yeah.
said, all right, them Jordan, the clothes, that car you got, that PS5 you got. Hey, that water cash you got in your pocket. Guess what? I bought
Said
you.
that
I bought you.
PS5.
Look, I bought you.
Yeah.
You
It's a
mine.
movie. It's a movie on Tubi that's based on a story like this, man. It's called I Made You. It was this older chick that met this younger dude that worked at a car wash. Dude would making maybe about $10 an hour working at a car wash. And she was like a business owner, owned her own business, making well over 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And she took that dude, man, fixed him up, put some bread in his pocket, you know what I'm saying? Bought him a nice whip. Had that nigga dressed in goddamn fire, man. Started banging him, and then other women started noticing him. Girls his own age started noticing. Girls that wouldn't give him the time of the day, that was his age, that started noticing him, and that's when the drama started. That's when the drama started.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Respect Kenny NYC. At times said it definitely something in the food down south because they are thicker than pig feet and oxtail.
You ain't never lied, boy, because they do be taking the fuck down south, boy.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny said, you just gotta do things to get on her nerves, let her run away from you. That don't work,
That
Kenny.
don't work. That don't
No,
work, Kenny. Not down here in the South, bro. That might be a New York thing, but that don't work
That don't
down
work
here, man.
down. It don't work. It don't work in Chicago either.
No,
He
it
said,
definitely
don't
don't
work
work
in
in the shot.
Chicago.
Hey,
Nah, you gotta be slicker than that, buddy.
Hey, Tom, you in the shot too, ain't you?
Yeah, that don't even work.
No.
No, that's right.
Ty
Hey,
Yeah,
said,
that
Tom, you
right.
in
Tommy in
Chicago,
the
right?
shop. Both of y'all, Dave, Tommy in the shop, bro. He
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
Chicago.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah,
I'm over here in the
Chi-Town.
South
We
Shore.
Chi-Town brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
in
in the
South
South
Shore?
Shore. Yeah.
Oh, you right off me. I'll be right off. I'm right off by High Park.
Oh man, yes, sir. We gonna have to hook it up
Yeah,
for sure, man.
yeah,
definitely.
Ty,
I'm from
goes,
63rd.
Kenny,
Boulevard, all the way
Kenny,
to the
Kenny
center.
NYC, you gotta remember, brother, women love pain. Women are immune to pain. Women like a challenge. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want no dude that's easy and gonna lay down and let them walk all over them and stuff like that, man. So when you doing that, you actually getting the woman more attached. You think you getting on her nerves, but you actually turn her on even
But you
more.
win.
yeah. Cause
Right, because
right,
the niggas that do that other shit, they just temporary. When you see
Yeah.
them niggas just doing anything and everything, trust me, man, they gonna treat that nigga like dirty laundry. His ass gonna be temporary. And then
yeah,
they, because they know they got him, they can come back to him whenever they want to. They want the
yeah,
motherfucker that's gonna give them a challenge, like Mondo
Yeah,
said.
man, they love them type of niggas, man. That get a little rough with them and cuss them out and hey, girl, sit down somewhere. They like that shit, man. Especially them cougars. They like that. 'Cause you got to remember, most of them women are divorced or
yep,
divorcees. They've been married and divorced or been in long term relationships or done had kids and everything. So they done been through all of that.
Yeah, they crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm tell you another thing. It's like this right here. Some women, uh, 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 the ones, some women that got them ones and them guys in the friend zone, right? They don't want them because they too nice. The ones that out in they go get the ones that running the streets, gonna wind up in prison or jail, out there in the street, running the streets. That who they that who they keep around. That who they go keep going after. And
You,
who
you
do
know
that?
why? Because those type of guys are fun and exciting. Women
Mm-hmm.
and the thing about it, women, the reason why women like bad boys is because majority of the women like bad boys. And the nice guy, you know, it's like women don't really look at the nice guy until they are ready to actually settle down. But when they're not, and when they're going through that phase where they ain't ready to settle down or whatever, they'll get with a bad boy.
Yeah. But the thing is, by the time they ready to settle down, the one they wanted, the nice guy they want to be with, they ain't having it. You see what I'm saying?
And that's how they end up alone with a house full of cats, bro.
Yep.
Man,
That's what happened. That's what happened, bro. It be too late, too much, too little, too late.
Hmm.
my dog had a homie, man. His name was LT and shit. We was probably about like 15 or maybe 16 at the time. He might be a year older than me. I can't recall. But he was fucking with this married woman, bro. And he wasn't even telling on us. He was just like breaking off. You know how a motherfucker be like, because back then, you know, you hang with your nigga you hang with your guys all day. But he was breaking off. He'd be gone for like an hour or two, come back with money and all type of shit. He ain't
Hmm.
telling us, but one day he went over there and her husband caught the nigga fucking the lady and his friend Mondo. When I tell you, they beat his ass so bad, I ain't never in my life. Listen, Mondo, this what made me stop fucking with them guys. I ain't never in my motherfucking life seen a nigga the next day. Gee, when we went to go see him in the hospital, Mondo, his chest was uneven. They beat that nigga. His whole chest was uneven. I said, damn.
You
I I
you
never man,
they
they beat
beat his ass that bad, man. The nigga chest was
his
uneven.
chest was uneven, bro. They down there beat him to death. They down there beat him to death, bro. He said they took the kitchen. He said they took the front row table and put it on top of him. He said they both were jumping on top of it,
Good
jumping on top of the table and was on his chest and shit. They did him
man.
dirty, bro.
So let me get this straight. He came. Okay, so the guy came home and caught him with his old lady.
Yeah, caught him with his old lady, man. And she was
See,
probably like
that's a
about
thing.
20,
Yeah,
30 years older than us. She
yeah.
had to be about like 56 or
Yep,
57 or
yep. See,
whatever. She was a lot of years older than us. It wasn't no, you know what I mean, no 10 years or no 20. She was a lot of years
hmm
older than us. But yeah,
and that
we ended up
dude,
catching her husband though. Yeah, but they fucked my homie.
and that dude probably paying every bill up in that house.
Yeah, he probably
Mm,
was.
yeah, see, that's why he put that ass whooping on that dude.
Boy, that was more than an ass whooping. That's underrated.
Hey,
Hey,
that was a
Mondo,
picture. That was a picture of
you
him. That was a picture of
downplaying it with
him.
the ass whooping.
Uh,
That's a downplay.
yeah.
That's the worst one I ever seen.
Damn.
I ain't never seen no nigga. He had a punk. His head looked like a pumpkin. His chest looked like a staircase. Man,
Damn.
them people did him dirt.
Damn,
Yeah,
but
they did him
he
dirt,
ain't get
bro.
that goddamn NWO treatment.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
NWO used to
Hey,
beat
look,
folks
Mondo.
down, man.
Look, Mondo. He ain't even come back around like hang out or nothing to about like 5 years later. I
Yeah.
bullshit you not, Mondo.
Yeah.
He started hanging back around. He like stayed in the house and that shit fucked him up. Man, he started coming out and hanging out about 5 years later when we was like 23 and shit.
Yeah, 'cause he probably was messed up, man. That dude probably had all kinds
It
of like
fucked him up.
rib issues and
Yeah,
nose and liver last. Ain't no telling what all kinds of problems that man had.
Mm-mm.
all
See,
type of shit going on.
see, it doesn't pay to go mess around on your girlfriend, your husband, or your wife, or your boyfriend. It doesn't pay because you don't. People react in a different way. You see what I'm saying? They react in a different way. Just like these cougars and the older generation, with the younger people, their parents will probably act in a different way. One parent might say, "Oh, okay, long as he treat you
Mm.
good, long as he treat you good." Some parents might say that, but then you got the other parents like, "Hell to the no in my Bernie Mac voice. Nuh-uh, you're not going to be with him. You're not going to be with her. You got
Yeah,
look, they're not going to ruin you."
because you know Niggas like me and Amando and you and shit, we done been through the streets. We know everything that's good ain't good.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's some money involved or somebody taking care of you, that might not be the best situation for you.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
You understand what
Cause,
I'm saying?
yeah, that's why we had this. We talked about this too
You
in
end up
one
like
of the
my home.
subjects. Yeah, we talked about this subject too right here. Is it good to live together before marriage? Right? Which I said I don't see what the use of living together before you marry, especially if your name is not on the lease or on the deed whatever to the house apartment. Cause if that person you living with, I don't care if the man name on the lease or the deed or the woman name on it, they get mad until you get the hell out. And you know how some of these females they can
Well,
turn on
well,
they turn on they call the police, they turn on that water faucet real quick.
well, when it comes to a lease, and I mean, y'all both names can be on the lease.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
And
said,
the thing is, if he living there, he getting mail there. She can't just put him out like that. It's a
Right, vice
30-day
versa.
process. Yeah,
You can't
it's
just
like a
put her
30-day
out.
process.
yeah,
Yeah,
But but
her name ain't even got to be on the list, like Mondo said.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, the truth, and 20 years ago, yeah, I could agree with you, but this 2025. Not only are people moving in together, or couples moving in together before they get married, but they're also smashing before they get married. It used to be a time where people will wait till the wedding night. Man, they ain't doing that no more because they want to
yeah,
see what the person working with. They want to know if that person can actually satisfy them. They don't want to wait till the wedding night and the dude only working with 4 inches. You know what I'm saying? You know that marriage ain't gonna
Right.
last long. Same thing. If you dating somebody, you don't really know, you don't really learn their ways until you move in with them. You don't know, man, that girl could be a total asshole or with a
yeah,
Now they fucking
nasty
around here.
attitude. She
Man,
could have strange sleeping habits and strange eating habits. She could be nasty. Don't clean the bathroom. You don't know. You don't know a person until you actually move in with
yeah,
them.
well,
yeah.
yeah, because
Well,
what if you ain't never had sex with her, you ain't
Mhm.
never lived with her, then you end up marrying her and she got a whole tuna patch down there. Don't like to clean
Hell
up,
yeah. Well,
you know, motherfucker,
she
money
got odor
stink.
problems down there, bro. You
Yeah,
don't know.
all type of shit. Oh, you better
well,
live with that motherfucker.
But my
like,
thing, my thing is, bro, like you might be thinking, okay, she the greatest thing since sliced bread, but she may be the type that's nasty and don't
yeah,
like to clean up, don't don't wipe the, leave crap all on the stool and stuff like that, bro. Come on, you don't know until you move in with them.
but the problem. The reason I said that is because you don't want the problem. She want to start an argument. You know what I'm saying? To telling the man to get out. You see what I'm saying? Get out. Although you don't have to go nowhere. But who want to stay around that problem? You got nowhere to
Well,
go.
the thing is, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but if there is friction, if there's some friction going on, and let's say like me and my old lady, if we had like a little argument or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I would go for a drive. And if it's really, really a serious argument or something like that, I would just pack me an overnight bag, man, go get me a room, and,
Yeah,
and until things cool off. Because
yeah,
you don't want to be sitting there. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to be there. You don't want to stay there in that space arguing with the female. Because
mm-mm.
all it's going to do is going to escalate an even bigger problem. That's
Oh
why I
no,
tell all men, that's why I tell all men, eh, you know, to avoid confrontations. If she, if y'all get upset and before it turns into a shouting match, just leave because
mm-hmm.
a verbal argument, could turn into something physical. So to
Yeah,
avoid that, just grab your keys, grab an overnight bag, and just leave and,
yeah,
and let things cool off.
yeah. I got a question to ask y'all too right here,
Hmm.
and the chat. Okay, Say you and your girl got a joint bank account, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put majority of the money in, and she take, let's say, $8,000 out to bail her ex or her baby daddy out of jail. What would you do? How would you react?
Well, number one, that ain't your girl. If she do something like that, she wasn't your girl in the first place. She was
Exactly.
just somebody. She was just somebody that was messing with you for your money. She didn't give a damn about you. If a female do something like that to you, she was never yours, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She was
Yeah.
never yours.
Not yours all by yourself.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
It
Hey.
was never
You
you.
share
And,
Hey.
and
that.
and you and you never be dumb enough to get joint bank accounts. That's one thing you don't do until you
Mm-mm.
get married.
Mm-mm.
That's the and look, I ain't doing that until after we done
And
been
I
we've
ain't
been
even
married
part of
for at
that,
least
man.
5 years. Shit.
You know,
We
Hey.
have
only
been married for
reason,
at least 5 years before I do that.
but
Shit.
you know why I ain't fond of that? Even after 5 years, Mondo, it's just because of somebody attacking y'all, like maybe suing y'all or whatever. You know, y'all got all
Oh
your money.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
understand what
yeah.
I'm saying? It ain't about
Mm-hmm,
trusting nobody. It's just make it easier for, you know what I mean, predators or
mm-hmm.
whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you, Mondo. The joint bank account, that's really for suckers. If you ain't, if that ain't your wife,
And
that's a
I'm gonna tell
sucker
you,
bank.
I'm gonna tell you another way. I'm gonna tell you another way you can avoid that. Uh, like say like if you marry a woman with uh like a high profile position, okay, she has a high profile position, and you know you done some things in the past or whatever, and you don't want to come back to bite you and affect her.
Right.
Just like when y'all tidying out, when y'all get married, just have her to keep her maiden name. Never file
Right.
joint. See, that's how me and my woman got set up. Look, nothing that I have done in the past would ever come into play and affect her because she kept her maiden name, and we have separate accounts, and we file separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We file our taxes separate. So when you do it like that, they cannot sue. Like if you ain't financially established and the person you with is like in that high tax bracket, if they feel like they can't get you, they'll go and get your spouse. Because I done seen that happen to plenty of couples. Okay, the way we got it set up.
It's just like something me that was child support.
Put y'all shit in the corporation and pay
Mm-hmm.
y'all stuff from the corporation. You know what I
Mm-hmm,
mean? That's what. That's basically what 50 Cent did when everybody thought he was broke. All he did was took his money and put it in a LLC, a corporation or a LLC,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
said, "This is
Donald Trump
this
did
is
that
our
too.
opinion."
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, Donald Trump did it too. So if somebody's
Mm-hmm,
suing me, I can say, "Oh, I'm only making $1 million a year." You know what I mean? How he gonna check me if I
mm-hmm,
work for this
Yeah.
company who own it? I don't gotta tell you that by law. You know what I mean? I don't even gotta tell you who own the company. How you lose your money? I invested it in the company. What company? I don't gotta
mm-hmm.
tell you that. You see what I'm saying? So that's how he did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
tripping,
Life.
man. That's
Life.
why when people be like, they run people names, but like, oh, that nigga got pocket keys, he ain't got no money. I'm like, you think he ain't got no money? Just because you run his name, that's what you think. You know what I mean? This nigga smarter than what you think. He got all this
Mm-hmm.
money in other shit that you can't even trace to him. Nigga paying himself.
Yeah. And the reason I brought that up is kind of like it's it seemed like being these days right here. That way we're going up these days, like this day and age right here. The men using the women for something, and the women using the men for something. But guess what? They are not on the same page. They they want you got some women want to the 666, right? And I'm thinking, wait a minute here, but it's a double standard. Y'all want to complain? We supposed to be sitting there and take it, but at the same time, y'all want to say y'all want a man to show their emotion, but yet you want to throw it back in our face when we express ourselves. So which one do you want?
Well, first of all, men as a kid, well, I can't speak for all men. So when I say that, I'm gonna just say, as from my point of view, where I was raised, I was raised to conceal my emotions. My brothers and my daddy would be like, "Don't be no crybaby. Soak that shit up. You better not." Even my coaches and shit. You know what I mean? So I ended up, thinking like, shit. If you emotional, you not manly, because the men around me told me, even if they didn't say it like this, you know what I mean? They taught me this shit. So, when a man do show his emotion, other men be like, this nigga, who the fuck is this? Like, get his goofy ass. You can't even stand that shit. You know what I mean? So, not to defend it, I'm just, this is how we was taught, bro.
Yeah,
You know?
you're
So,
right.
when you're emotional, people look at you different. Because imagine if you're big, a powerful, emotional man. You could shake a room up, bro.
Oh yeah.
Imagine a big old motherfucker in the room, emotional, ready to test some shit up. That's a scary sight.
Yeah.
Is emotional.
Mm-hmm. And I look at it like it's always we always gonna have double standard. That's some women gonna be held gonna be called out on a few small things. You see what I'm saying? But men gonna be called out on them the big things that that women do also. You see what I'm saying? But not get called out on it. And I don't know
We
about you,
just got.
Dave. Go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad. No, go ahead,
I,
finish.
I don't know about you, but me myself, if like let's just say if I see you going to ride on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
And and I might type in your chat, hey, where the link at, and I might type in your back chat, hey, when you laugh, oh, I got something to tell you. I ain't gonna bring it out in front. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
That's me. I'm gonna hold you accountable for what you do. That what real men do, hold each other accountable. But there's some women and there's some men don't hold these women accountable for their action, for what they do. Like the Sandra said, you don't hardly hear
You can't
about you hardly don't hear about older cougar women being held accountable for grooming young men. But you hear about the men though.
because you know why, TJ? Because just to
TJ.
get to the simple fact of it, I mean, not TJ. I don't know. My bad, bro. But just get down to the meat. The simple fact of it is we just different. Men and women are just different. Like I said, we just be raised different, and we just different. We could never be like compared. Like just like if you had a big ass refrigerator to move, you ain't finna call your sisters. Like you gonna call your brother. You gonna be like, man, bro, come over here and help me move this refrigerator. He ain't gonna say, why you ain't call your sister? Like, cause we just different. There's no double standard. I'm not saying she ain't no strong woman or nothing like. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we just different, and a lot of people look at it different. You know what I mean? It's just like some dudes might treat a woman different, and some dudes may not. Like even when like all right, even just like with people in different places. When I first went down south, bro, I said when I first got there, people was waving at me. I'm like, damn, they must think I'm. My dumb ass was in my head. I didn't tell nobody around me, but in my head, this how dumb I am, because I had never been nowhere. In my head, I'm like, they think I'm somebody else. I'm like, hey, motherfucker. I'm like, these motherfuckers think I must look like one of their homies. You know what I mean? Everywhere I'm going, people be nice. Like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, man, what the fuck? In Chicago, people don't do that shit.
Nope.
People
Mm-mm.
ain't nobody waving, talking about how the fuck you doing and smiling and waving and don't even know me. You know what I mean? I'm taking courtesy as these motherfuckers think I'm somebody else. So like it's because we raised this we from different environments. I wasn't being no bad person. Well, I ain't no bad person. I just wasn't used to that type of shit.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
you,
you
you
know,
understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, yeah.
that's just how it be on YouTube. You see, some dudes don't care. You will hear a nigga cuss his mama out, but you might not cuss your mama out.
Mm, mm. And guess what? You cuss your mama out, you're gonna get called out for by another guy. And guess what? That guy gonna cuss you out. But guess what? Right, wrong, and wrong. But you know how some let me say some small percentage of women are, especially young 304s. You know who I'm talking about, the 304s and the modern day women. I don't need a man type, right?
Listen,
They
all right, but look, check
that's
this out. I
hey,
can even ask.
go ahead.
Can I ask you just to prove a point, just real quick? If a girl come up to you swinging on you, you gonna be like, you gonna block it. You gonna be like, stop, get the fuck on. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? You gonna block it. If I come up swinging on you, you gonna knock me out
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you gonna treat me and her different.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, then you got some men. If a woman come up there and start swinging on them, they're gonna treat them just like a man. You see what I'm
Right?
saying? It's different, but yet it's all about how you were raised too.
Yeah, did the truth. Look, bro. It's just all about how you raise. It's always gonna be a double standard. We
Yeah,
can't
that
look
was
at women the same way as we look at men.
the.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to bring up nobody in your panel because I know y'all cool with Gary. And I'm gonna say this: I have no problems with Gary. I was just speaking on one incident, and his problem was with me. He said, "Damn, Dave, this lady did this to me, did this and said this, that, and the third. But the only reason I had a problem with him because he like, man, I'm a real nigga, so I'm expecting you to take that different. I'm expecting you to take it like a real nigga, not act like that shit hurt your feelings. You understand what I'm saying? Or you doing
Yeah,
something out of care, some shit that you normally wouldn't do. So, so that's why I said something about it, and that created me and him having a disagreement, which
yeah.
in turn created people saying, "Oh, they taking up for Moonlight," but no, it was just the fact that you did something that I disagree with, and I said something about it. You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, I'm gonna say this right here. Sometimes in life, I'm talking about real life, you're gonna have a different disagreement, right? And I ain't gonna say I have disagreement. You People gonna call out people for what's wrong, what's right, whatever. And some people not gonna be able to accept it. I don't care who you are in real life. Sometimes when a man don't call me on myself, I call him on there. We go back and forth. Cause guess what? It's guess what gets in the way of every human being? Pride. Pride gets in the way. And it hurts. That pride be look, if somebody say, oh, that didn't hurt me, they this and that. Guess what they're talking? That they pride talking, try to save face. But hey, it is what it is. Like you said, it's double standard for everything, anything in walk of life is the double standard. It,
Yeah,
gender between male and female is double standard. Between uh ethnic group is a double standard. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the justice system, is double standards. So
definitely,
sometimes you got to pick and choose your fight. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't good to call that person or that thing, that whatever agenda out at that time. Because when you call it out at that time, that 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 person or that whoever probably don't want to listen at that time. Sometimes you gotta, okay, I'll wait. But guess what? You know when the right time, you sit there and call them and let them know, hey, bro, hey, sis, this is what I see right here. I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to do that. But I'm gonna let you know you were wrong, or what, whatever you were wrong, whatever. I'm just letting you know. Cause I don't
Yeah,
want to see you hurt.
absolutely.
I don't want to see you hurt, and I don't want to see that other person hurt too. You see what I'm saying?
I can
So
agree with that.
yeah. So sometimes we got sometimes as men and women, we gotta be able to be put our big boy and big girl britches on pants up. We gotta pull them up, stop letting them sag, pull them up, tighten the belt up, and be a real man, a real woman. Take our medicine. Some of us can't take the medicine in real life. Because when real life actually slapped these young men and young women in the face, and some of the older men and these crews in the face, real hard, it's gonna be too late for
I know real life just smacked me in the motherfucking face a
them.
bunch of times.
Oh yeah,
For
oh
real, for
yeah,
real.
oh yeah,
I done been through so much in my motherfucking life, D True. For real, do you hear me?
oh yeah.
Man, I done
Hey,
been through most of it all. I've been in ICU beds. I done been in penitentiary. I done been out here on the streets homeless. Not even homeless, just when I say homeless, I always had a house and my mother had a house and all that, but I was just living in the street, like just out, just doing all type of shit when I was young. You
yeah,
know what
we
I
all
mean?
we just about. I'm tell you, just about all of us been there. But guess what? All of us, it's gonna be very few that are, to admit that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is.
Right.
Hey, yeah, you need to come out. You need to come out tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Oh,
Definitely rocking.
I got another good one tomorrow night. I'm
All
going.
right, I'm gonna come
I'm,
deal with
I'm going to go ahead and tell you everybody what the subject is. What the top going? Which do you prefer, thick or slim? Take what you want from that
you. Okay,
subject. Yeah,
we definitely we gonna get cracking on that. Trust me. Go ahead and put it in your community wall so I can share it. And
all
I'll
right.
be there. Come check me out tomorrow, man. I'm going live too tomorrow about 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Hey, you got a mall steak in my chat. Go ahead and drop the link in the chat. Some people
All
will
right,
be on over there. Uh, I'm going ahead. Your final thoughts and your shout outs.
man. For me, man, my final thoughts is, man, just men and women accept the fact that we different. You know what I mean? Um, and my shout out to Armando, shout out to D the True, shout out to the chat, shout out to my, the rabbits, shout out to everybody that rock with me, everybody I rock with y'all, man. So with that, I'm gonna drop off and let my man end this show.
Yeah, yeah. I thought have been on a long lot earlier, but I like to thank my panel guests, Mondo, Tony Williams, Dave the Voice, and the people in the chat, Kenny, together, Ty, Bronze. Who else was here? Who else was here? I'm trying to see who else was here. I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want to miss nobody. C Viber 23, Rim Rock. I'm trying to see who else was in here. Trying to see who else was in here. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody. Culture Liquor 69, Shirley Kirkland, Brooklyn Hood. Thank you for everybody for joining me. I know we went all different sorts of ways on this, but it all comes down to one thing: accountability. Accountability, and like we said, circle of friends gonna give that woman or that man a high five in that circle, but the other people are not. But like I said before, older man with a younger woman or an older woman with a younger man is no difference to me. It is all the same. It's all the same to me. But this what I'm gonna say right here. If you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. Because you gotta love yourself. Because nobody gonna be able to love you like you love yourself. Self-love is the best love. Self-love is the best love. And that's all I got to say. Peace. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, morning, however you want to call it. I am out of here.